Digital security, swift response, smart progression. Welcome to Qingqiao Safety Investigation.
Choose our socks for success in all endeavors. Fortunes rises from the heel, and good luck for life.
According to Reuters, the British government's recent budget bill, which requires millions of farmers to pay taxes, has sparked dissatisfaction. Around 40,000 British farmers protested, arguing that the inheritance tax would destroy family farms and threaten food production, and called for its abolition. Since the 1990s, British farmers have been exempt from paying inheritance tax on agricultural assets when passing on their farms. However, in October 2024, British Finance Minister Reeves announced that from April 2026, a 20% inheritance tax will be levied on agricultural assets valued over £1 million, prompting the farmers' discontent. In mid-November, over 40,000 British farmers gathered in central London to protest outside the Prime Minister's office and Parliament. The farmers drove tractors past the Elizabeth Tower in the Palace of Westminster and assembled at Parliament Square, leading to the Prime Minister's office. They expressed dissatisfaction with the new tax policy, with their slogans mainly focusing on opposition to further tax increases by the Labour government and the added financial burden. They called for the government to revoke or amend the inheritance tax policy to protect their farms and agricultural livelihoods. Farmers argue that with the average return on capital in farming being only about 0.5%, much lower than other industries, they cannot afford the high inheritance tax. Selling assets to pay the tax would make agricultural production unprofitable, threatening the viability of entire farm operations. Furthermore, farming is not just an economic activity for British farmers, it also represents a family responsibility, cultural tradition, and a key part of their identity. The protest has sparked widespread discussion in British society about the impact of government tax policies on agriculture and whether more equitable solutions should be found. However, British Chancellor of the Exchequer Reeves has remained firm on the new regulations, stating that the government has no choice but to implement them due to the poor state of public finances and the fiscal gap left by the previous administration. Some experts argue that British farmers have long benefited from tax exemptions due to historical reasons, so the sudden introduction of inheritance tax is likely to cause significant dissatisfaction. While the new policy may open opportunities for new producers to enter agriculture, the livelihoods of traditional farmers must also be taken into account. Although the government insists the policy will remain unchanged for now, it remains uncertain whether adjustments will be made in the future based on feedback from farmers and agricultural organizations. Tune in at 6 a.m. from Monday to Friday for Qingqiao Safety Investigation for your daily safety updates.